In this penny cornrow hunting video, as you watch it, you're going to see I found several coins over 100 years old. And I'm going to show you a copper price chart on why you should also be hoarding copper. Check it out. I picked up 2 boxes of pennies today at the bank. My goal and my hopes are over 20 Wheaties and at least 6 pounds of copper. My full-time gig, if you can call it that, is selling this industrial stuff. I got tons of it that I sell. But my hobby is coins. I've loved playing with coins and searching through coins for years and years. And today I got 2 boxes of pennies I'm going to start going through. And like I said earlier, I'm hoping to find at least 20 wheat pennies and 6 pounds of copper and hopefully some other fun stuff. Let's get started. Look at this, my second roll, and I've already got a wheat. Let's see what we got. 1953D. Hopefully that's a good sign. Cool beans. I can't really read that one. See, I don't mess around with that very much. It may be a copper, but I don't even mess with it. There's a copper. There's a copper. 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 $84. 81, it's copper. 79, copper. Okay, got our first wheat. Hey, a few more rolls later, and I found another wheatie. If you watch copper prices at all, they've been fluctuating a little bit. What do we got here? 1940 Philadelphia. I just looked a minute ago, and today's copper pennies are worth copper 2.7 cents each. I think I looked yesterday, and there's an 82, and they were like 2.6. But one day last week they were 2.8, so it's just moving around a little bit. But if you, I'll show you a 45-year chart here today, and you'll see it just goes up, 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 up. And so it's a very safe bet, hoarding copper. Yeah, a few rolls later, and I get my Canadian. It's at 81. Yeah, and it's copper. Cool beans. This is the knife I'm using tonight with the old church key on the back. Look what I just found. 1914, Philadelphia. Pretty rough around the edges there. That is an old one there. 1914. How cool. Man. There's over 100 years old. I'll check in my book in a minute and see if I need that one. That's cool. I'm halfway through my first box, and I have 2 81 Canadians that are the copper ones, and I got 1 zinc 2001 Canada. Got several Wheaties, doing good. 1914, 40, 46, 51, and 2 53s. So I got 6. You know, if I get 6 more, That's a dozen. I'm always happy with that. And that's really cool. 100 and some odd year old coin. That's always fun to find. Sadly, though, I don't need it in my book over here. See, I got a long, long way to go. I haven't found a lot of the really old ones. But I'd already found that one, unfortunately. I'm a little better than halfway through the second half of the verse box, and I just came to this Weedy, and I think I see a Canadian behind it. Let's see what we got here. '52, 1952. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. What's this? I hate it when it does that. It's a dirty thing. I can't even see the year on that. I'll get back to you. Also wanted to show you, I found another Canadian a little while ago. Also, this one, 1944. Check this out. Is that nice? I don't find too many like that anymore. 57D, and it is really, really nice. Cool beans. I'm going to bed. I'm going to pick up tomorrow. I've got 3 rolls left to do in this box, and there is my number 10 wheat penny for this box. That's my goal. 1950. Was that one? 57D. Quite common, but it's still fun to find them. I got my 10. Well, I'll be wrapping it up here in just a minute and see how many pounds of copper I got. There's copper. Oh, that Canadian I got was a 1994, so it's copper. I had finished that first box of pennies. Like I said, I did get my 10 wheat pennies that I was shooting for, one of them being 109 years old, 1914, plus that really, really nice one. And then just a bunch of others. Sadly, none of them go into my Lincoln cent books again this time. Maybe I'll get one in the second box. In the last couple rows, I did find another copper Canadian, so I got 4 of the 98% copper and 2 of the newer ones. In the copper pennies, I don't have quite 3 pounds, but I think after I go through these 82s and pull the copper ones out of that, I'll just right about hit my 3 pounds that I'm shooting for. Over here, I was looking at the 1983s for the double strike, and one of them looks like it may be just a little bit doubled. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at it and see. If it is, it's not much, but I'll take another look at that one. Good morning. I just finished my first box, but I wanted to show you the 45-year copper chart just so you can see how if you hoard your copper, it will consistently go up in price over time. You can see it's still morning for me. I'm several rolls into my second box. I got my zinc pennies from the first one bagged up, so I can put the zinc pennies from the second box over here. And I've got my first Wheatie. Looks pretty old. Oh, wow. 1909. Holy cow. I don't see a VDB, but wow, that's an old one. cool. 1909 Philadelphia. First year of the Lincoln cents. Next roll, I found my first copper Canadian, 1995, but it goes to 96 in the 98% copper. I found another Canadian, but it's a 2005, something like that. I did also want to show you that I finally found a coin to go into my Lincoln cent book. The 1909 fits right here, and I'll put that in there right now. That's very cool. Cool indeed. A couple of rolls later, right at the end of the roll, I find my second wheat. $1948, Philadelphia. There's number 2. The very, very next roll, again near the end of the roll, I find another wheat, number 3. Looks like 53D, 1953D. I'm still in the first half of the second box, and I just found this one. Looks like it might be another really old one. I hope you can still see the date on it. Wow. Can you see it? 1910. Boy, that's faded. 1910. Golly. I'm guessing that too is Philadelphia. Wow, that's amazing. 1909 and 1910. There's the empty 1910 slot right there, so we found another one for my book. That's really cool. It just fits in there pretty loose. If I ever find a better one, I'll change it out, but for now, we've got one. Still a handful of rolls left in the first half of the second box. I just found this. This is my number 5 for this box. 1958. Alright, well, that's 5. Cool. There's an 82. Copper. Copper. I'm still in the first half of the second box. I just have a roll or two to go. Just a second ago, I found a 1954S wheat penny, and I just found another one. This is number 7 for the box so far. 54D. Pretty messed up head there. Date's real clear, but the head is a mess. Looking good. I'm now in the second half of the second box. Just a few seconds ago, I found another Wheatie, 56 I think it was, and now I found another copper Canadian. I'm really finding some good stuff in these two boxes. I'm really tickled. I've got a lot of rolls left to go, and here is number 10 of the wheat pennies. So I think I'm going to beat it this box. 1955D. That's number 10. Just a couple of rows later, and we're at number 11. I also found another copper Canadian. I think it was like an 84. What we got there? 1958D, and another one with a messed up face. Yuck. Yep, that's number 11. I hadn't found one in a few boxes, but here we go. I found my dime. It's always fun to find a dime in place of a penny. It's not silver. That's okay. Check out this 1959D I found. This is the first year of the memorials, and that is a really, really pretty penny. Great shape. My copper is really stacking up here today too. I think I'm doing quite well. There's all the 82s. Here's another 1983 Philadelphia's. They have the double die. The dates are off a little bit on some of them, and I checked a lot of these. I've got this magnifier that's got the 45X that's lit up. It's pretty cool. And I look at them really close. There's a whole lot of them that are just ever so barely slightly off. I don't know if that's collectible or not. I think the ones that are collectible are like you can practically see it with the naked eye. A lot of them are just perfect, but every now and then I come across a few that's just barely off. And I just don't know. I don't think that's what collectors are looking for. 6 rolls left to go, and here is wheat penny number 12. Another 52D. Face is in a lot better shape on this one. I've now completed both boxes. I did find another wheat penny in the last few rows for a total today of the 2 boxes, 23 wheat pennies. That's pretty fantastic, including a 1914, a 1909, and a 1910. 3 of them over 100 years old. Pretty fantastic. I got 7 copper Canadians and 3 zinc and a dime. Out of the 2 boxes I went through today, I had 99 1982s, and only 22 of them were the zinc, and all the rest of them were the 95% copper, which is, I guess it makes it worth it because they're so quick and easy to go through. So I'll probably keeping the 1982s. Oh, also, I just missed my 6-pound goal for the copper hoarding. I got 5 pounds and 6 ounces of copper today. But that's all right when you consider all the wheat pennies I got. Plus I got the 7 Canadian 98% coppers. A great day. I mean, I got 3 wheat pennies over 100 years old. Not to mention I had 23 wheat pennies in all. That's really, really good in my opinion. I'm very happy with today's finds.